I've often dreamed of taking a whole year off just to go fishing. And now I'm really going to do it. Join me and a few of my friends as I travel the back roads in search of America's finest fly fishing destinations. One of the great pleasures of my journey across America is the chance to do some things that I've never done before, like fly fishing for tarpon in the Florida Keys. I had heard my share of stories about the Silver Kings rolling on the flats and their acrobatic explosion once hooked. I was anxious to experience it firsthand, so after much consideration, I chose Key West for my tarpon adventure. This key is the final stop on historic Highway 1, where land ends and the sea begins, amid 19th century charm and 20th century attractions. Life on Key West is the epitome of laid back, home to residents from all walks of life, each unique in their own special way. Among the past and present residents of Key West, none is more famous than the writer Ernest Hemingway. Recognized as one of America's literary giants, Hemingway is still revered on the island, honored with the preservation of his home as a historical site and an annual festival bearing his name. Papa, as he was called, settled on Key West in 1931. Best known for his writing, he was also a pioneer in the pursuit of tarpon on the Key West flats. In keeping with the spirit of Key West, I even found a guide who looks a bit like Hemingway. No one catches tarpon without a damn good guide, and Captain Vaughan Cochran is one of the best. His passion for fishing goes beyond the water. An accomplished artist, Vaughan's work can be seen in galleries throughout Key West and on t-shirts in fly shops throughout the country. I unpacked my bags at Pelican's Landing, strategically located to access the expansive saltwater flats that surround Key West. Vaughan and I met at the hotel dock, where a couple of manatees showed up to greet us. There are less than 2,000 of these mammals remaining, and the majority of their deaths come from being hit by boat propellers. There were even a couple of marks on these manatees, but so far, they've escaped. The weather was hot and the wind was down, ideal conditions for tarpon fishing. Within minutes, we were in position on the flats, and Vaughan quickly spotted a couple of tarpon.
Go ahead and lay it in there. Nice and slow.
There he is.
Throw it again. See him?
Yeah. My first cast and retrieval produced no results, but we were surrounded by fish, and I would have plenty more opportunities. I eyed the horizon for any sign of movement, and Vaughan silently pulled us around the turtle grass-covered flat.
Yeah, it should be pretty close now. Okay, let me see him come up again. O'clock, back cast.
Vaughan wanted to make sure I was ready when a tarpon appeared.
Try and get any extra line that you're not going to throw back onto the reel. You don't need anything extra out of there. So this next time you throw it, why don't you go ahead and throw and get that cleaned up, and just let's make sure that we're good and tight on that.
Vaughan found another pair of fish.
Two guys over here, make that cast. He's on it. He's on it. He's on it. There you go. Clear, clear, clear. Good. All right.
Oh.
Just bow to the king is what they call it. Instead of rearing back when they jump,
Yep.
you have to point to them. Let's see where the closest one is. There you go. Lead him a little bit now. I'm not sure if he saw that.
He's on it.
Yep. Strip. Strip. Strip.
Tried to eat it, but
Hit
he
him
missed
again.
it.
Out to the left. See, you're moving to the left over here, way over. All right, back cast to the right. More to the left. Now. Oh. They saw that one coming.
It's amazing. They just saw that line coming through the air.
Yeah, they did.
Vaughan provided me with solid advice throughout the day. It became increasingly clear catching tarpon on a fly requires that everything come together just right. At the end of the day, I was desperately in need of something to take my mind off my less than stellar performance on the flats. Mallory Square was just what the doctor ordered. In the midst of one of nature's most spectacular sights, a bizarre group of street performers gathers each evening, and as predictable as the setting sun, the crowds show up to watch.
Shaki, you going to jump through the flaming room. Hurry up!
Hey, thanks a lot. My name's Rick. I'm Dan. That's our dog Jackson and our big speed bump. Hey guys, it's been a great crowd. Once again, if you like.
Fly Fishing America is brought to you by Orvis, a sporting tradition since 1856. For your free Orvis catalog, call 1-800-333-1550. By Ford and your Ford dealers. Have you driven a Ford lately? And by Cortland. Fish with Cortland quality and fish with Cortland confidence. For 80 years, bringing you the finest fly lines in the world.
I tossed and turned all night as I relived every one of my day one mistakes. In my sleep, I could hear Captain Vaughan saying, "Bow to the king, bow to the king." And I rehearsed over and over in my mind all the steps I would take when a tarpon appeared. In an area where plenty of boats can be seen on the water each day, Vaughan seemed to find spots where we were all alone, except for a few dozen tarpon. I asked Vaughan for one more quick lesson.
All right, before we get started today, after that horrendous show I put on yesterday, I want to get a refresher course on these tarpon.
Don't beat yourself up too bad. Everybody does it like that. You know, it's a pretty typical day. Just missing fish and setting the hook incorrectly. But the one thing you have to know is don't panic. Just have to try and relax when you see that fish coming to you. And you got to set the hook good. And basically, you want to give them a strip strike. Okay,
Right.
So when you see them coming on, you want to strip it real slow. When you see them take the fish, really you can set it just like that.
both arms?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I
Exactly.
was doing wrong.
So you want to let your left hand, you have the line sliding out of your left hand. It's kind of like a drag, really, and then the tip of the rod will be giving you a little bit of extra slack on that. So you hit, you set just like that.
Okay.
The other thing you have to remember is when the fish does go in the air, you have to, as they say, bow to the king. So,
Drop the rod.
Exactly. Just
Okay.
really all you really need to do is just point the rod right directly at the fish. That's all you have to do. So a 100-pound fish in the water is not 100 pounds, but when he's in the air, he jumps up and fades away and you rear back at the same time. Well, it's like a bakery string. It's going to pop every time. So
It sounds so easy, but
you'll do it.
I guess it's practice, huh?
Exactly.
Okay. All right, today's a new day.
Okay.
Let's get them.
All right.
All right.
Vaughan stopped the boat, and I seemed to forget almost everything I had just been told.
Right in front of him. Ooh.
Didn't bow.
After a while, I started to wonder if maybe this just wasn't meant to be.
Coming our way. Should I set him again?
See what he does.
All right, baby.
Yeah, bump him again if he jumps. Oh, good job.
Even though I still had nothing to show for my efforts, I really felt like I was starting to get the hang of this tarpon thing. Unfortunately, time was not on my side.
Bow, baby, bow.
There you go. Is he on the reel?
He's off now.
Okay, good job. Good job.
I bowed, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
I bowed.
You were a little tight on the bow, but you did a way better job than you did the first time.
That was an incredible morning.
Wasn't it? Oh my God.
But I still have a lot to learn, don't I?
Well, you know, if this is your first time, you did a hell of a good job. I mean, it's tough. These fish are hard to hook.
We jumped a whole bunch of them, though.
I'll tell you, anytime you can come out here and jump that many fish for your first time, you're doing great. And a lot of people don't have that opportunity on a day's fishing. They just don't get the chance. So you should be very happy.
Well, I'm ready to catch. I'm ready to catch. But this was cool.
Yeah.
Where should we go now?
I think I'm going to go down to the west. There's some nice white spots out front on the ocean side. With the sun where it is and the wind, we should be able to see those guys crossing pretty well, so we'll have a shot at it.
I have to fish this big 12 weight there.
Yep.
All right, let's do it.
It was getting late in the day, and we were about to head in when Vaughan spotted a couple of dark shadows. I threw one quick cast, made one short strip, and all hell broke loose.
This one's mine. I gotta keep this guy. You got him. Oh my God. You got him. Come on, baby. Yeah. Woo.
I hung on for dear life as it occurred to me this just might be my very last chance.
Is he taking out lines still?
Yeah.
I was about to catch the first fish of the day, the biggest fish of the day, and incidentally, the only fish of the day.
All that practice this morning paid off.
Paid off for you big time.
You're a great coach, I'll tell you that though. This is a lot of fish. This is just, oh my God. Now if he jumps again, even out there, I bow again, right?
Yep. And remember what I said, just look at it as an opportunity to rest your arms.
I could use that.
Now you know what I mean. Okay, it's too deep for me to pole, so.
Okay, can you get in the water and then just swim the boat along?
This guy's gonna be tough because it's in deep water.
He's taking line.
Is he?
Yep. Still taking line.
I can motor up and get more line on him if you'd like. Okay, let's see if we can get some back.
All right.
I really don't want him to get around any of these coral heads out here.
Oop. All right. Neutral.
Got it? Is he swimming to you?
Yeah. Yep. Good job.
See him in the flat?
Nope.
See him
yeah,
up on the
yeah,
flat?
Yeah,
There
yeah,
he
yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Good size fish.
I got no left arm. None. Taking line.
Vaughan figured it out immediately and screamed at me to break off the fish as a 12-foot hammerhead shark shot across the flats in pursuit of my tarpon.
There he
Look at
goes.
him, look at him.
It's off.
I broke the line as quickly as I could,
Watch the line.
but the length of our fight and the speed of the shark were too much for the weary tarpon. For the next 5 minutes, I witnessed something I will never forget. As my emotions took a roller coaster ride from anticipation to exhilaration, from disappointment to exhaustion, I heard Vaughan put it all into perspective when he reminded me of the rule of the sea. Big fish eat smaller fish.
Nature at its best. Let's go ahead and get ready.
I only wish this tarpon, which had fought so gamely, could have escaped this final chapter. Nothing can prepare you for the tarpon fishing experience. No book, no video, no secondhand story. You gotta step on a boat and do it yourself, and you will learn, as I did, that catching tarpon on a fly is a skill, and like any skill, it will only improve with practice. I wish I could stick around Key West for a few more days, but it was time to move on to my next destination. As I left town, my thoughts turned to my first tarpon fishing experience, and one of the most incredible sights I've ever seen on the water. I can't wait for the next tarpon season, when I will once again return to the Florida Keys.